This is a lecture 3 of forced convection. Air at a temperature of 20 degrees Celsius flows over a flat plate at 3 meters per second. The plate is 50 into 25. Okay, he has given the rectangular plate. Find the heat loss per hour if air flow is parallel to 50 centimeter side of a plate. Okay, so he's asking two conditions. What about the two conditions? First condition is it is parallel to 50 centimeter. The next condition is if it is parallel to 25 centimeter side. So what will be the effect on heat transfer? Okay, he has given the temperature of the plate is 100 degree Celsius. So these are the two cases. You can see, as you can see, the very first case is it is with respect to the length is 50. Okay, the second case, if we just change the shape of the rectangle, it will be the 25 centimeter as the length. Okay, so first we shall solve the case 1. So he has given the fluid velocity as 20 degrees Celsius, 3 meters per second, temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, length of the plate will be considered as 0.5 meter as the because it is the case 1. Similarly, breadth is 0.25. We need to find the heat loss Q. Okay, wall temperature, that is plate temperature he has given as 100 degrees Celsius. Now the very first step is to find the minimum film mean film temperature, that is TF. 20 plus 100 by 2 will become 60. So we need to find the properties of air at 60 degrees Celsius. So from the data handbook page number 42, you can get the values of, that is properties of the air, okay, at 60 degrees Celsius. Now the very first step, heat transfer rate. This 115 centimeter side is parallel. Okay, now if it is parallel to 50 centimeter, then length becomes 0.5. Okay, this is important. Now Reynolds number, you need to take it from page number 121. V infinity into L by nu. V infinity, you know, 3 meters per second, length is 0.5, nu is 18.97 to 10 raised to minus 6. So this data will be getting from data handbook. Okay, just substitute here to get the value of Reynolds number. Check whether Reynolds number is less than or greater than 5 into 10 raised to 5. If it is less than 5 into 10 raised to 5, flow is laminar. Now so once you get the value of Reynolds number, next step is to find the heat transfer rate, that is Q is equals to H average. I repeat, H average into AS into delta T. That is simple, nothing but HI delta T. Okay. Now we need to find the H average. Okay. So before to find H average, we can find the value of H by using the Nusselt equation. So this is the equation you need to find from the page number 121, Nusselt equation in terms of Reynolds number and Prandtl number. So NUX refers, okay, the local is equals to, substitute the value of RE and PR, you will get the value of NUX. Okay, the formula for Nusselt number in terms of HLK is HL by K. Okay, from page number 120 you will be getting this value. So from this you will be getting the value of Hx. Okay, so Hx is equals to 4.792. Simple. Okay, now so once you get the value of Hx, I told you repeatedly, Hx is nothing but H average is equals to 2 times of Hx. Okay, H average means 2 times of Hx. So average heat transfer coefficient is equals to 2 times the local heat transfer coefficient. Okay, similarly area is length into breadth. Length is 0.5, breadth is 0.25, as you can see in first case. Similarly, wall temperature minus fluid temperature, 100 minus 20 will get the total heat transfer rate. Okay, so this is the first case when it is considered 50 centimeters parallel to fluid flow. Now second case is 25 centimeter is parallel to fluid flow. Just rotate this plate, we will getting 25 centimeter. Now what is effective length? You have to take 0.25 as the effective length because it is parallel to the fluid flow. Okay. Now very first step again from the same previous. In the first case, Reynolds number, we need to find the Reynolds number, V infinity into L by nu. So 3 into 0.25, this is the only change here. Okay, 0.25. You will be getting RE. So check whether RE is greater than or less than 5 into 10 raised to 5. Okay, if it is less than 5 into 10 raised to 5, you can decide flow is laminar. Okay, now so similarly in the second case we need to find the heat transfer rate, that is HA delta T. Okay, to find H, similarly we need to use Nusselt equation in terms of Reynolds and Prandtl. Substitute the value of Reynolds number and Prandtl number, you will be getting the Nusselt number in terms of HL by K. Okay, now equate HL by K, this formula you will be getting from page 120. Similarly, substitute the values of L in terms of 0.25 here to find the value of Hx. Once you get the value of Hx, I told you H average is nothing but 2 times of Hx. Okay. So here if you substitute the value of length into breadth, again it remains the same because it is area. Similarly, wall temperature minus fluid temperature, you will be getting the Q is equals to 135.55. So what will the conclusion from this? If 25 centimeter side is kept parallel to airflow, then heat transfer rate is increased. Okay. So this is the second problem. Air at a free stream temperature T infinity and velocity U infinity flows over a flat plate maintained at a constant temperature Tw. Dimensions of the flat plate is 50-20. Compare the heat transfer coefficient when the flow direction is along 50 centimeter side and 25 centimeter side. Assume laminar flow over entire plate. Okay. Same question in terms of plate which has given. Similarly, you need to consider fluid flow parallel to 50 centimeter and fluid flow parallel to 25 centimeter. Okay, you can directly assume it as a laminar flow. So you know the Nusselt equation you can directly take because the constant wall temperature Nusselt number is in terms of Reynolds and Prandtl number. Okay, what is Reynolds? U infinity, that is V infinity into L by nu. We don't know the value of U infinity and V, but we know the value of length, that is L in terms of 0.5 because we are taking this as a first case. Okay, similarly the second case, so the length become 0.25. Okay, here 0.5 and here 0.25, that's all. So here both the equations you need to keep it is as it is. Now comparing equation 1 and 2, that is divide equation 1 and 2, you will be getting nux in terms of 0.5 divided by nux in terms of 0.25. So here you can cancel these two. Okay, the rest remaining is 0.24 divided by this. So this is equals to 1.414. Okay, keep it as equation 1. Similarly, what is Nusselt number in terms of HL by K? This formula will be getting. Okay, now here you need to find with respect to 50 centimeter side. So just substitute the value here L as 0.5. Okay, just keep it in terms of H naught. Similarly, H25. Okay, centimeter side. Now again divide H50 by H25. Here Nusselt. Okay, K will get cancelled. You know Nusselt number by Nu25 here. It is 1.414. Just substitute the value of 1.414 into 0.25 divided by 0.5. You will be getting H50 by H25 is equals to 0.707. So what does the statement mean? Heat transfer coefficient when flow direction is along 50 centimeter side is 0.707 times the heat transfer coefficient when flow direction is along 25 centimeter side. Okay, it is just a replica of your previous problem in terms of different procedure. Okay, now next problem. Okay, so this is very much important problem, just focus it clearly that you can understand. A refrigerator truck is moving on a highway at 90 km per hour. Okay, in a desert area. When the ambient temperature is 50 degrees Celsius, the body of the truck is a rectangular box measuring 10-meter length, 4-meter width, 3-meter height. Assume the boundary layer of the four walls is turbulent. The heat transfer takes place from the four walls and the of the truck is maintained at 10 degrees Celsius. Okay, neglecting heat transfer from front and back and assuming flow to be parallel to 10-meter long side, calculate heat lost, power required. Okay, the very first step is to find he has given the properties. Okay, directly he has given the properties of the film temperature, so you can take it directly. Okay, next given V infinity has given, you can see a truck is moving at 90 km per hour. Just convert into meters per second into 1000 by 3600. It will be converted into meters per second. Next step is to find T infinity. L is 10 meters, B 4 meter, height is 3 meter. Also given flow is turbulent. You can see here 4 volts is turbulent. Okay, TW is 10 degrees Celsius. Q is equals to, you need to find. Now, very first step is to find the Reynolds number, that is V infinity L by nu. V is equals to 25 into L 10 divided by nu is this one. This you will get the Reynolds number. Since Reynolds number is greater than 5 into 10 raised to 5, flow is turbulent. Okay. Now, To find the value of q, we shall go with the method 1. Okay, so here local Nusselt number, that is NUX, defines local Nusselt number in terms of Reynolds and Prandtl. Okay, this will be getting from page number 122. They substitute the value of Reynolds number and Prandtl number, we will be getting Nusselt. Okay, now Nusselt in terms of HL by K, here substitute the value of L and K, will get the value of HX. Okay, so this is the HX value. So H average is equals to 1 by 0.8 into 40.03. You will be getting as 50.04. Okay. Now we shall go with the second method. So here Nusselt number in terms of local. Okay. Here 0.037. The same formula will be getting in from page number 122, but it is in terms of local. Okay. Just substitute the values of RE and Prandtl number will be getting Nusselt. Similarly, Nusselt local is equals to H average into L by K. Substitute the values of L by K, we will be getting H average as 50.04. Okay, so any of the method you can choose to find the value of average heat transfer coefficient. Next, to find Q, heat lost from four sides. So we know according to Newton's law of cooling, HA delta T. Okay, so here H average is equals to area, surface area, because it is a cube, you can take it as 2 times of length into breadth plus length into height. Okay, just substitute the values of H average, 2 into length into breadth plus length into height into 50 minus 10. 50 is the infinity temperature of the fluid, TW is the wall temperature, Q heat loss will be getting. Next, total drag force. We know drag force, that is power is equals to Fd into V infinity. So initially find the value of Fd. How to find Fd? Tau average into AS. So what is tau average? 2 times of tau x. So tau x you will be getting from the data handbook. See, so this is the formula. Okay, tau x you can replace it with Cfx into rho V infinity square by 2. This is the formula which you will be getting from data handbook, page number 121. And the third column you will be getting in notations. Okay, so how to find Cfx? So take formula Cfx as 0.37 log 10 RE to the whole to the power of minus 2.584. Okay, just substitute. So this equation will be getting from page number 122. Hence, because the Reynolds number is less than 0.10 raised to 9 and it is greater than 10 raised to 7. Okay, 0.37 into log RE, what you got it before. Just substitute the value of RE to find the value of CFX. Then again substitute back CFX here, and area is remains the same. Again 2 times of 10 into 4 plus 10 into 3. Remember this properly. Okay, to find the value of drag force. So once you get the drag force, next to find the power required. So power required is equals to Fd into V infinity. Okay, Fd you got it before, V infinity is 25. So the power required to overcome resistance acting on four surfaces is 5755.62 watts. Okay, so this is a problem which is very important. Okay, so thank you.